Hello again, San Francisco. I'm Diane, and welcome back to SFN News. It's great to have you here with us today. We have an important episode lined up, covering not only local developments in San Francisco, but also a crucial topic that affects millions of Americans: Social Security. Let's kick things off with our segment called Diane and the Details. Today we'll be examining the past, present, and future of Social Security and what you need to know. The past. Social Security has been a safety net for American workers since its inception in 1935. Designed as a form of retirement social insurance, workers pay into the system through payroll taxes matched by their employers. This fund is intended to provide benefits to individuals once they retire. Over the years, Social Security has evolved, but its fundamental purpose remains the same: to support those who've contributed over their working lives. The present. Currently, there are ongoing discussions about the sustainability of Social Security amid rising concerns about funding and potential cuts. As of 2024, approximately 67 million Americans rely on Social Security benefits, which accounts for nearly 20% of the U.S. population. However, a recent report indicates that if no reforms are enacted, the trust fund, which pays out benefits, may be depleted by 2034, leading to potential benefit reductions for current and future beneficiaries. The future. Looking ahead, the future of Social Security appears uncertain. Various proposals are under consideration. Retirement age adjustments. Some legislators are suggesting increasing the retirement age to reflect longer life expectancies. Benefit cuts. There's the alarming possibility that benefits could be cut in the trust fund if the trust funds run dry, essentially breaking the promise made to American workers who have diligently contributed to the system. Potential reforms. On the flip side, there are discussions about bolstering funding through increasing payroll taxes or altering how benefits are calculated, ensuring the system remains viable for decades to come. Statistical insight. About 76% of retirees consider Social Security to be a vital source of income, emphasizing the importance of maintaining its integrity. As we navigate these complex discussions about Social Security, it's essential to remain informed and engaged. The decisions made today will impact not just current beneficiaries, but future generations looking for financial security in their retirement. In other news from San Francisco, a significant development: the Great Highway Legal Challenge. Just days before the scheduled closure of a 2-mile stretch of the Great Highway, opponents of Proposition K have filed a lawsuit against the city. This legal challenge claims that the city unlawfully placed the measure before voters without proper adherence to state regulations. Critics, including local residents and small business owners, argue that the closure will have detrimental effects on the community, particularly forcing families and seniors onto more hazardous streets. Here's some key data and statistics. Proposition K's approval. Proposition K, which passed in November 2024 with 54.72% of the vote, was initially presented as a means to enhance public safety and foster recreational use of the highway. However, it faced significant opposition from residents in the Sunset District, where approximately 64% of those living nearby rejected the measure. Many feel that the city ignored their concerns and the realities of daily commuting needs. Traffic accident rates. Data from the San Francisco Police Department indicates that neighborhoods adjacent to heavily trafficked areas see a 25% increase in traffic accidents following the implementation of similar road closures. This statistic has raised alarm. among residents concerned about the safety of vulnerable populations, particularly seniors and children. Legal framework. The lawsuit also challenges the process by which Proposition K was approved, claiming it bypassed the California Environmental Quality Act, better known as CEQA, review process, which is designed to ensure that environmental factors are assessed before major infrastructure changes. This could set a precedent for future legal challenges against measures placed on ballots without thorough environmental evaluations. As the situation unfolds, local leaders and community members are watching closely, anticipating the implications of the lawsuit and the broader impact of Proposition K on San Francisco's transportation landscape and community safety. Now, let's pivot to some exciting news: the Embarcadero Plaza renovation. The city is investing $35 million into revitalizing the Embarcadero Plaza, aiming to turn it into a vibrant hub that connects the ferry building to downtown San Francisco. This renovation is expected to include new green spaces, public art installations, and retail kiosks, creating a more inviting environment for both residents and visitors. However, some residents question the cost and timing amid the city's budget deficit, which has led to cuts in other city services. The project's supporters argue that revitalizing the plaza will not only enhance the community's aesthetic appeal, but also stimulate economic activity by attracting more foot traffic and events, potentially offsetting concerns about funding by increasing local business revenues. As we close, let's take a closer look into San Francisco's approach to streamlining contracting for small businesses. Supervisors are looking into simplifying the contracting process for small businesses, aiming to make it less overwhelming for vendors to interact with city requirements. Currently, small businesses often face burdensome paperwork and lengthy procedures that can deter them from bidding on city contracts, limiting their growth and participation in public projects. The proposed changes might include raising the threshold for simplified contracts and revising social policy compliance requirements, allowing more small businesses to compete fairly. With nearly 99% of San Francisco's businesses classified as small enterprises, these reforms could significantly boost local economic resilience and community engagement by encouraging more small vendors to work with the city. Before we end today's episode, I want to extend a special thanks to our executive producer, Mr. Samuel Smith, and also to our fantastic technical director, Javon Giles, for their contributions to SFN News. I also want to thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's continue to dive into these crucial issues together. I'm a little old school, so I don't typically suggest you share the link if you hear of a topic that piques your interest. But if you hear of a topic that piques your interest, start the conversation. Once again, this is SFN News, and I'm Diane. Bye-bye.